Welcome out to this brief video about gate number 8 in our overall Takt Production System process. We're almost to the end here, and this is a gate we like to have probably at least 2 to 3 months into our services with you. And it's really about, is the integrated production control system fully up and running? Are we tracking the right KPIs? Is the whole long-term plan up into project finish and the system to get you there fully up and operational? So we're going to talk about the IPCS grading and dashboard, and then our KPIs and our analysis tools. So the integrated production control system is the first planner system, Takt Production System, and last planner system, and all of their core components. We overlaid at least 50 different lean methods to get this base scoring. So these are the bare minimum things that must be in place for your project to be lean and operationally excellent. And just so you know, this is in a book called Elevating Pre-Construction Planning and a new book called the First Planner System, which is your text and audio version. This is in the books Takt Planning and Takt Steering and Control, and also in a book called the Takt Production System. That's your text and audio version. And then the last planner system we cover in Pull Planning for Builders and the 10 improvements to lean production planning. So these all have supports. This has a masterclass video series. This has a masterclass video series. This has a masterclass video series. Our folks can get your training on all of this. So the key here is that this system is above an 80%. So a lot of clients actually will create their own scorecard like that with us and get everything to where they average above 80% minimum, so you get the results that you want. The team must understand the importance of the integrated production control system and how to improve the system from there. Here's the key. You cannot operate any lean component as a component. You must install lean as a system. And so if you don't focus on the entire system with our folks, you won't get the results. Lean is implemented as a system. Could you imagine Toyota being like, hey, I'm just going to implement a production pod. We're good. Well, what about the manufacturing line? And what about total productive maintenance? And what about the actual management close the gap visual KPI system? What about their inventory control? What about their vendors? What about you go to anything that's lean anywhere, it's implemented as a system. So in gate number 8, we're hopping in to check to make sure that your job site, your project is implementing all of these components, and you can do it. And that you're getting these emails where you have your overall data, you have your roadblock and constraint data, you have your 4 KPIs which matter, which is your percent plan complete, your perfect handoff percentage, number of pre-con meetings held, your feature of work boards used, and your remaining buffer ratio. So we track the remaining buffer ratio right here, and the rest of the email will give you all pertinent information for the project to make sure that you're tracking properly. A lot of clients like us to take these updates, these come out weekly, and aggregate them into an overall dashboard, and that's phenomenal. When we do that, you have data at a glance for all of your projects. But the bottom line is we're going to be auditing the overall system and making sure that all of your KPIs are tracking in the right direction. So this is what we're doing at this gate, and this concludes our gates process, and it concludes these videos. I hope you've enjoyed them and that you love working with our teams. We really appreciate you. You're changing the industry. On we go.